The Epirotes of Epirus were known not for conquest, but for wisdom and discipline. They built their cities upon reason. Their warriors trained in restraint as well as combat. When a raiding Mycenaean war band descended upon them, burning homes, dragging families into chains, a noble couple fought until they were overpowered. Bound and caged, they watched as the raiders reached for their infant son. Before steel could touch his skin, the jungle itself roared to life. A troop of great apes, massive as warhorses and swift as arrows, descended upon the raiders. They fought with terrifying precision, using their own bodies as weapons, leveraging their momentum to crack ribs, break skulls, snap spines. In the chaos, the child was snatched away, vanishing into the foliage. The parents, bloodied but breathing, knew their son lived, and if he lived, they would find him. For 20 years, the child became something beyond Greek, beyond ape. He did not merely survive the jungle, he mastered it. The ceaseless swinging of his body sculpted muscles so dense, so coiled with power, that he could tear bark from trees with his bare hands. His mind, unshackled by human limitations, learned from the apes, but exceeded them. He became not just their brother, but the greatest warrior. Meanwhile, his parents endured 2 decades of servitude before seizing their moment of escape. They did not flee toward the safety of civilization, but into the untamed wild, toward the child they had never stopped believing in. Their reunion came in war. The Mycenaeans had pursued them, their war cries slicing through the dense jungle. But before a single blade could fall, shadows moved above. Then, without warning, death descended. Their son tore through the enemy like a vengeful storm. His fists shattered ribs, his legs crushed skulls. His movements were faster than any soldier could comprehend. He leapt from branch to branch, striking before they could react, using gravity itself as a weapon. The apes fought beside him, their strength terrifying, but their minds sharp. Yet, even among these titans, their son was superior. He was swifter than the apes, his strikes precise, his tactics beyond anything even the Mycenaeans had faced. He was not just powerful, he was unstoppable. By the time the jungle fell silent, the earth was painted in blood. His parents, breathless, gazed upon him, not in fear, but in awe. He had not just survived, he had transcended. His father stepped forward, the jungle's breath thick around him, yet he felt no weight, only wonder. His eyes met his son's, unbroken by time or fate, and with the calm of a man who had made peace with the world, he spoke. A lion chased me up a tree, and from the heights, I did not clutch the branches, nor did I curse the chase. I only gazed upon the world, and I embraced it, for it was vast, untamed, and perfect in its design. The boy cocked his head, as an ape would. He did not understand the words, but he understood the meaning. His father took a slow breath, tasting the air, as if for the first time. For so long, we searched for beauty in the wrong places, he said. In stone walls, gilded halls, the weight of crowns. But beauty was never there. It was here, waiting, not in what we built, but in what we failed to see. The jungle stretched before them, vast and eternal. Sunlight spilled through the leaves. The wind carried no chains, only the breath of a world unbound. Their son had become something greater than they had ever imagined. Something free, something whole. He introduced them to a life unshackled, and they would not turn away from it. And so, beneath towering boughs laced with vines, where waterfalls fed rivers gleaming like glass, they built their home. Not upon stone, but in the arms of the trees. For beauty had always been here, waiting for open eyes to see it, and at last they did.